Welcome, guys, to our podcast. It's first ever show from your host Asan
and Reese.
Hope you guys like it. Feel free to subscribe, like, and comment, and anything else that we can better or anything. Just let us know. Sorry, how are you today?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. Yeah, I'm good. No, it's kind of weird, but no, I'm excited. How about you?
I'm alright. It's the first time doing this. Gonna see what mistakes we make. Haven't really done a trial run.
Many.
But you know what? We should have done a trial run. We haven't actually really done a trial run, but just see how it goes.
Yeah, 100%. Okay.
Yeah. So it's all about tech news, future, about life. That's what we're really about.
Yeah, a mixed bag, really, isn't it? We're just things that we find interesting, things we think you guys might find interesting.
Yeah.
You know, just stuff we want to talk about. You know, there'll be other content in future, but for now, we're just going to start off with like some stories, general news, all that.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So, hope everyone's good. And get straight into it.
Yeah, man. Just pull up the
first article of the day. SpaceX Starbase. Elon Musk wants you to live in Texas. So he wants to basically move from where they're originally from right now. I believe they're in Boca Chica, and they want to move everyone to Brownsville, and that's what pretty much what it is. He's just moving his base. He's basically saying that it's going to be easy for him to kind of develop everything. Like he wants to develop an actual big star base from what they got, and from all the flights from there will be going to I believe Mars and around the world.
No, it's cool. I mean, it's stuff for the future, like living in like an area where, you know, I mean, to be honest, it makes me think of Nuketown. Call of Duty.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it'd be interesting,
you know what,
like, to see what the sort of like a town run by, you know, an innovator like a billionaire like Elon Musk would be to live in, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? I'll be honest with you. You know what this reminds me of?
Go on.
You know, Recall, the original one.
Yeah, do you know what? I think I've only ever seen that once.
Really?
Yeah.
It's when Arnold, he travels to Mars and that. This just reminds me of that. I don't know why. Just before there was an article, there was another article that wanted to do these implants in your head where you can have messaging and calls, and it just reminded me of that. I don't know if you.
There are some people that have that. You know, I remember watching something on Netflix, I think, where it's like loads of people that are really into, like, it was all about technology and stuff in general, and each episode was about a different side of technology. Okay. On one of the episodes, they spoke about people that like to have things implanted into their bodies. Like, there was a guy that had it was like a multi-purpose card where he used to like go to the office, and instead of like punching the code for the main security door, he's just like put his wrist on it like an Oyster card, and just and he used to let him in and stuff like that. He used to swipe his bank card in shops and stuff like that. It was all on this.
You know, guys, watch the movie Time. I believe the actor's Justin Timberlake. That's a really good movie to watch. Justin. It's called Time.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's very good. Very good. We'll discuss that after this.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'll give you a list. But yeah, anyways, he's asking, Elon Musk is asking, he's in need of technicians, engineers, builders who can help him transform Boca Chica into a thriving spaceport for the Starship program. I believe Brownsville and Boca Chica are in the same area.
Oh yeah, it must be the same sort.
So he released a tweet, please consider moving to Starbase or Greater Brownsville, South part of the area in Texas, and encourage friends to do so. SpaceX is hiring needs of engineers, technicians, builders, and essential support. You guys,
why not? Let's all go. Let's go. I mean, I'm a builder. You're you can pass as a technician. 100%.
I can't pass as a technician.
Yeah. Let's go. Live in the space age city.
Space age city. You never know. But yeah, that's where you want. But you know the funny thing is, guess where it is? Guess where it is?
Basically Mexico, isn't it?
Yeah. Musk, my man, hit us up. You know what we're talking about. Hit us up.
Beautiful.
But yeah, so this is the area, Brownsville, and it's in the border of
literally like you might as well be in Mexico.
So that's pretty good, man. Elon Musk, you know where to hit us up. But yeah.
This is an article that I found.
Okay.
What's
this about?
I just found it interesting that scientists found a 20,000-year-old link between Brazil's indigenous people and like the ancient Aborigines in Australia.
Wow.
Yeah, so like...
Wow.
I mean, if you scroll down, I mean, I know I'm skipping a lot of the article right now, but if you scroll down, you can see like they talk about how they think there was a mass migration as well, like in towards like Asia and like Siberia and places like that. Like,
was this during Pangea, you know, or was this different?
No, it must have been after Pangea because obviously it's a bit separated here. But
yeah, true.
No, I think it's
right.
I just thought it was pretty cool. Like, I mean, I've always wanted to do that 23andMe where you find out like your heritage sort of thing. Yeah, so I found this pretty cool. I found this pretty interesting. Like to think that, you know, people in Australia and people in like literally almost like the other side of the world in South America, like it says in the article, where is it? Yeah, so the University of Sao Paulo are the ones doing the study, and they found people in Brazil. I read the article briefly earlier today. Yeah, and two tribes in Brazil, the Caritiana and the Suri people. So
wow, that's amazing though.
Yeah, 100%.
How people have moved. It reminds me of that story from India, where they, I think, don't quote me, I think it was one of their gods, Hanuman or Ganesh, one of them, I'm not too sure, where they in one of the stories it says he traveled from India to Sri Lanka, and there was like a bridge. Because technology has grown like this, the satellites have actually picked up that
like the path, like where it could have been.
It wasn't a bridge, but it was like a path, like stones path. But that's just amazing.
No, it's like when you think about stuff like that, like people of the past, like making these long voyages and stuff like that, it's just you couldn't fathom people doing that today. Like everyone jumps on a plane or on a ferry or whatever. Like no one, like back then it would have just been, you know, that load of people with their rucksacks on, like with like carts and stuff, and just like making the travels, making the trek through the harsh weathers and whatever. It's pretty cool stuff. It's
crazy, man. But all right, that's a very good find. It's a very good find. You know what, bro? I recommend you doing the DNA test.
100%. I would love to know.
I want to see if you're even a little bit Middle Eastern. I think Piers Morgan did it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he came out like a very small percent, under 5%. I think it's under 5% Middle Eastern. Yeah, it was an Arab, and that's like great. Boris Johnson, he's I believe, I'm not too sure if he's a Pakistani or an Arab from Middle East, but his grandfather was actually a Muslim. No, his grandfather was Turkish. His great grandfather or his grandfather? Yeah, Turkish. So he, one of the interviews he's talking about his heritage. His father flew from Turkey, and was in.
Wow, that's mad. Because I'm considering that has Turkish heritage. It's also mad that because I watched Who Do You Think You Are?
Okay.
Do you know about the program? Like they used to take, used to be random people. They also done like, was it? I think it might have only been celebrities. I don't think they've done random people. But yeah, they used to take celebrities and they used to just basically do like a DNA test, piece together all like birth certificates, like marriage certificates and whatever else, find out their heritage. Yeah. And I think I know he was related to royalty. He was related to like King George V or something like that. Boris Johnson.
Yeah. So someone's actually done like the link. I'll find the video, and maybe if you guys are lucky, you know, we can show them.
Yeah, maybe we'll link it in the description.
But yeah, he's actually he's got relatives in the royal family, like cousins or something like that. Like he's actually winning them. Yeah, I know you're talking about. Yeah, it's just amazing. What's this right at the bottom? Advertisements. You know, I hate pop-ups. Must be one tonight.
And there's no X.
There's no X.
Yeah, no, I found this one as well. It's just about Clubhouse.
Enlighten everyone what Clubhouse is, because when you spoke to me about this, I didn't know what it was about.
Yeah, I don't think it's really. Obviously, there are a lot of people that know about this app, but I personally, I didn't either. I had to look into it a little bit. But I have like friends that use like apps similar to this.
Okay.
And this app Clubhouse is like a live audio platform. So like kind of like Twitch. Like obviously Twitch is a live stream platform mostly used for like by gamers and stuff. But you can do other bits and pieces on there. But Clubhouse is like basically like a live podcast sort of platform, and you get a lot of celebrities on there. People like Elon Musk and Bill Gates, and I think like musicians and artists and stuff like that. And apparently, in the article's talking about how they're kind of like the pioneers, if you like.
Okay.
They're one of the first people to do this, but now they're being like shoved out of their own industry, because you've got a lot of, in the article it talks about how you've got people like Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Discord, Spotify, the list goes on, of loads of different CEOs and companies that want to get in on the gig. And because obviously a lot more people know Facebook or Twitter, like you even said, you didn't know about Clubhouse, but you know Twitter, you know Facebook.
And if they had something similar features, like if Instagram had very similar features, I'll probably be sticking on Instagram.
Yeah, you would use the same features, but on the apps that you know. So they're kind of getting shoved out a little bit.
You know what? This reminds me a bit of House Party, in the sense where, how a House Party started a while ago, but because the lockdown happened last year,
it blew up. But then what WhatsApp did and Apple did, you could only FaceTime 4 people, something like that. Okay. And with WhatsApp video call, there's only 4 people. But with House Party, you could have had multiple people. Yeah, like way more than that, yeah.
But then obviously they updated the system, and you could have, I think maximum on WhatsApp now is 8 people, I think.
That's good.
Don't quote me on that, but I think it's 8 people. When I last checked, it was 8 people. Same with FaceTime. I know Facebook got something very similar. And it just shoves the companies out. It's a bit sad because they work very hard. They create it. But what I would like to see is one of the big companies kind of joining forces with them or something. That'd be nice.
Yeah, I mean, what tends to happen, a lot of them get bought out as well, don't they? Like, Facebook owns a couple of like
WhatsApp, Instagram.
So people start up these companies and they get just bought out by the bigger ones. Yeah. But
right.
But yeah, I found that interesting, just how they've started like a platform. They've started a format, and then it's kind of being taken over by other people. The article goes on to talk about people like Justin Bieber and couple like Clubhouse also hired Maya Watson from Netflix, and they're just making a lot of movements to try and keep themselves afloat.
But that's good if they get a lot of celebrities and CEO of big companies. That's gonna be very good for them, because they will stay like relevant.
Yeah,
that's very good of them. I wish them the best.
And then
what's this?
We got a little bit about Apple. Talking about big companies.
Thank you. So I came across this article because I had this idea last year where I remember when we went out once, won't say if it was during lockdown or not, but we went out and with a group of us, and we were talking about companies encouraging people or helping them to pay for their vaccinations, or importing vaccinations from China or other, because I know China had a vaccination and Russia had the vaccination last year, but whereas UK only kind of rolled it out this year.
Yeah.
But I saw this article. Apple encourages staff to get vaccinated, offers paid time off. That's something. However, Apple is, they do things. They wait a while, but when they do things good, when they launch something or when they give out a statement, they do it good. That's what I like about Apple.
Yeah, I mean, Apple, if you look into like the beginnings of Apple and stuff like that, like on its core values and core principles. Whether it holds true to them now, 100%, I couldn't really comment. But I like that when I heard the initial sort of like startup story of how Apple came to be, and the ideas that he had, and the beliefs they stuck firm to. It's all things that I agree with.
Yeah, 100%. And it's really cool. Like Apple Incorporated is encouraging employees to get COVID-19 vaccines by offering paid time off for appointments and paid sick leave for those experiencing side effects, according to people with knowledge of the matter. That's really good.
Yeah, more people should be following suit.
Yeah, very 100%. Sweet of them. But yeah, it's just, the article just goes on, and I think last week Amazon started on-site vaccination for the frontline workers, which is really good as well. I mean, I know it's good. I think a lot of big companies are gonna follow Apple, follow Amazon, and just get this done.
Well, yeah, someone just has to set the standard, isn't it? And the big companies should be taking care of their employees anyway.
100%. I think hopefully once we grow and we have editors or camera people, hopefully we can provide them with the best employee packages, I would say.
Yeah, of course, 100%. I know for a fact we'll treat people well.
Definitely.
But people watching probably right now like, what? You're going to grow a company? What are you talking about?
Watch, we are going to be the new Logan Paul. We're going to be we should have a name. Like Logan, Jake Paul, they have the Paul family. And KSI and Deji have the Olatunji family. Oh, right. We should have something as well.
Yeah, we'll think of something.
We'll think of something. If you guys have any ideas, let us know. Any names, any unique names, drop them down in the comments. Then that'd be very nice.
Yeah, like how Justin Bieber fans were believers.
Believers, yeah.
Yeah, we should have a family name for our supporters.
Or maybe you guys might get lucky and actually hear how I got to know Reese and how Reese got to know me. Maybe one day.
Yeah, we'll definitely talk about that at some point. We have to.
All right, the next article is Apple introduces battery recalibration tool for iPhone, and this obviously is a beta 6 right now. It hasn't launched. So basically, in short, your battery health reporting system is recalibrating maximum capacity and peak performance capabilities. This is the type of message that you guys will get, and this process may take a few weeks. The article doesn't really specify if it will bring it up back to 100%, or which I'm very much doubt. I'd be very surprised if they do. But I think it was more of kind of making sure that it's working at its maximum capacity. But the fact that it takes a couple of weeks, it's very interesting how they will develop this.
Yeah, I mean, it must be some kind of like when you do like an average speed check sort of thing.
Yeah.
When you're driving, so I imagine the reason it takes a couple of weeks because it must monitor your battery usage and data and how it charges and stuff over the course of 2 weeks, so it can kind of calculate how efficient your battery's operating. Yeah. That's how I imagine it being anyway.
I think it's really good because the fact is that I think there was a big hoo-ha a couple of years ago when they were slowing down. I wouldn't say slowing down, but reducing the performance of some certain older iPhones so they can function properly, which personally, I think every other company does this, but I just think Apple just gets the brunt of a lot of things. But I feel that
people are going to think we're sponsored by Apple.
Yeah, we're honestly not sponsored by Apple. But yeah, I'm just saying that it's cool that Apple are doing this, which no other company is following properly. They're not really following it. Especially nowadays where you can't take out the battery and replace it.
Yeah.
But what I was reading on this article is really good is that the
calibration.
Thank you. By the way, if you guys don't know, I stammer, so don't say anything stupid in the comments below. But yeah, the battery health reporting system was not successful. So it's basically will give you a message, and if the calibration was not successful, an Apple authorized service provider can replace the battery free of charge to restore full performance and battery capacity. That's really good. Because I know when you go to Apple and the Genius Bar, they're not really. Sometimes they're friendly, sometimes they're not. But I think the fact that they're doing something like this, I think is brilliant.
Yeah, it's good that they had a complaint, a genuine complaint by a lot of customers, and that they've heard them and said, "Oh right, you know what? There's come up with a solution for this. Make sure that our customers are happy."
Yeah. No, it's actually really good.
And it's nice that you can actually monitor like your battery capacity. But this has probably been a feature for a while, because I remember you've shown me this before.
Yeah,
anyway.
they have an on and off switch button right now to optimize the performance or not.
Yeah, so I mean the fact that you can even do that is just a nice feature in itself.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh look, another Apple article.
Oh no, it looks like we're sponsored. Guys, we're definitely not sponsored. Just put that out there.
Yeah, a lot of news on Apple at the moment, apparently. But no, I found this article about how they want to get rid of the charger ports, and to be honest, I'm not sure how I feel about it, because it's not. I don't know about you, but it's hard enough to find. Like sometimes you forget your charger. You're like, I forgot my charger at home, and you've gone to work, and you're like, I need to charge my phone though. And then asking people for a charger is one thing. Going around the office or and being like, oh, have you got a wireless charger? How many people are going to have the exact sort of, you know what I mean?
That's
and
true.
In the article, they speak about as well, I'm not sure exactly how far down it is, but they speak about that they literally, they changed the charger port from the iPhone 11. Yeah, and then for the iPhone 12, it's a USB-C port. Yeah, and that's literally one generation. So then, if they bring out the iPhone 13, and that's that is wireless charging with no port, that's literally everyone who's bought the iPhone 12 has only had that for one generation. So then, the only people that are going to have that charger that's compatible with is other people with an iPhone 12.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? So it's just a lot of messing about, really. I can see why they're doing it, like, innovating and trying to get rid of all the different ports and stuff. And I mean, by trade and during by night I'm a podcaster, by day I'm a plasterer. But yeah, so I'm a plasterer, and I mean, me personally, I think the charger port, getting rid of that, it'd actually be kind of nice in the sense that I wouldn't be able to get like dust and stuff in my phone, because a lot of dust gets in your charger port, especially if you do a trade like mine.
I know what you're saying. It actually happened to me. So I wear jeans quite a lot, but I hardly wear tracksuit bottoms or anything like that. So there's generally jeans, and sometimes in jeans you get the little fluff.
Yeah, the bottom.
But it doesn't matter how much you take out. It's all some weird reason it just keeps on generating, especially in my pockets. But regardless, in my charging port, this like fluff or dust gets in there. So once I was trying to put my charger in, and if I moved it a bit towards the right, it would stop.
Yeah, because the dust is obviously pushing. Yeah.
So
we've all been there, like fiddling with the port, like.
And it was really getting annoying. So I went online. And I was trying to look at like few articles how to fix this and that, because I didn't want to pay Apple. And one of the articles I said, one of the articles I was reading, it said that Apple charged the Genius Bar on Apple customer service. They charged the person about, I think, 80 quid just to fix the port. And the other guy was just saying you shouldn't have done that. All you should have done is get a safety pin, put that in the port, just scoop out the dust. And I did that, and it actually worked. But I can relate with you. You being a plasterer and that. I can totally relate. But you know what? Apple are pioneers. They are innovators.
Yeah.
They know how to make money. They know how to run a business, right?
Yeah.
It's like the whole headphones right now. They took away the headphones.
AirPods. Yeah.
All the companies were taking, the piss out of them. They're saying, oh, look at us. I remember certain companies that had adverts saying, we provide headphones, whereas other companies don't.
Yeah.
And I thought that was a very cheeky move. However, that same company after a year released their own wireless headbuds. And they actually call it something buds. Yeah. I don't want to really specify what companies these are, but I know, like, I mean, in sense which we're taking the piss, but like Samsung have it now, Xiaomi have it, you know, a few other companies have it, and now they've taken away the charge. They took away the charger, and exact same scenario happened there. Xiaomi and Samsung took away the charger. Now they're getting rid of the port, and it's going to push people to buy a wireless charger.
Yeah.
But
everyone will, in 5-10 years time, everyone will have a wireless charger.
But with what Apple are doing, they got a MagSafe thing in the back. What I feel, they'll have a portable battery where you can just snap on in the back and automatically charge.
Oh, you think?
Yeah, because there's a reason why they developed MagSafe. But that's what they say. It's basically a magnet within the phone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. I can see them doing something like that where it's like some kind of like almost like, you know, like everyone like a few years ago, everyone just started going out and buying like portable battery packs.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can imagine in a few years' time you'll be able to buy them, but as wireless. So it's like a wireless charger for your phone. So you literally just connect your phone to like a really tiny little power battery pack, put it on the back of your phone, and your phone's charging, and it's still just all completely loose.
Pretty much, bro. Pretty much. That's exactly what they're gonna. I think that's what a lot of tech reviewers have been saying. So see how it goes. What's the next article?
Let me get rid of this one.
Xiaomi Mix Fold. All right. I love Chinese companies.
Okay.
But I gotta say, I'll say in a second. What phone does this remind you of? Have a wild guess.
It's the same as that the Samsung phone that came out a few years ago, isn't it?
I got that one here. Called? It's called the Galaxy S Fold.
Oh, the Fold 2, yeah.
It's very, very similar. Very, very similar.
Very similar.
Yeah, very similar. I mean, if you look at this, yeah, they're releasing phone, but I got to say one thing: when they copy a brand, they copy it, but they make it even better.
Okay.
Which I just love about them. It's so cool. But yeah, Xiaomi just announced a Mi Mix Fold, the lastest foldable smartphone, at the second day of the launch event, which is pretty good. 120 hertz touch screen, 900 nits peak brightness, which is very bright.
Very bright. 120 hertz for a phone is like really good.
I think my Apple phone only has 500 nits, but they got 900 nits. It's that's very bright, and it's going to be a 6.52 external AMOLED display with 90 hertz refresh rate.
Yeah, the 90 hertz refresh rate,
and 12 gig RAM, Snapdragon 888. That's really good. And they got this new. They developed these new speakers. It's got like multi layers, and it's like a gel type of thing.
Okay.
I think it's the first of its kind. And they've developed this liquid lens as well. I'm gonna show you here. The phone has a 108 megapixel main camera, 30 megapixels, 123 degree ultra wide angle camera, and is the world's first smartphone with liquid lens technology, in which the
I wonder how much of like a difference there is in like the audio quality off of that speaker, because if it's like one of the first of its kind, I mean, I don't know whether it is or not.
Yeah.
But
I just think it's very cool, the liquid lens technology to help with the camera and that. It's got up to 30 times zoom telephoto. Wow, it's not bad.
No, it's not bad. It looks like a nice phone, to be honest. You know, I mean, every time. Sorry, go on.
I was just saying that if it's nice and slim, I wouldn't mind getting it. Getting it, even though I'm a major Apple fan. You know.
Yeah. I'm just thinking of the movies you could watch in it. Imagine like flipping it out and then watching like a nice movie or something. Yeah, it'd be nice. Like, it's almost like, in a way, it's like a mini tablet. I wonder how long it is, because that'll really.
That's what it says. I don't think they've given a accurate dimension. They only said the screen size.
Dimension so down, extended.
8.01 inch, and
you see there, dimension extended below. There.
All right. Folded. Wouldn't mind getting this.
Yeah.
It's pretty
It
cool.
looks nice.
Wow, it's heavy though. 317 grams.
Is that heavy for a phone? I don't know.
I think that's heavy for a phone. I think I'm not too sure how much Apple weighs. Apple phones weighs, but I know they're less than that. That's almost half kg.
And the thing, I'm thinking about the case as well.
Yeah,
the case isn't going to be very sturdy. Like if it's a flip phone like that, the case is going to have to be like.
I've never seen a case
bendy.
for a flip phone. Never seen a flip case. Maybe, I don't know. But if it's a good phone, camera's good, I wouldn't mind getting it.
Yeah.
Even though I'm waiting for the iPhone 13, but we'll see what happens. What's the next article?
Yeah, so I found this, and you know, I'm a little bit of a gamer, so this one quite interesting.
Oh wow! I just read the title. Oh wow.
512 gigabytes of RAM onto a single stick is mad.
That is
like
mad.
My PC is 16 gigabytes RAM.
Okay.
So to have 512, you'd never have any problems at all with RAM speeds. I think it says in the article that the sticks manage a ridiculous 7,200 Mbps, and as far as I know, the fastest DDR4 RAM is 4,400. So this is probably about 60-70% quicker
increase
off the top of my head.
That is amazing. That is actually really, really amazing. Oh wow.
I mean, I
can't wait for this to come out because I know what I'm going to be doing. I'm swapping the RAM for this.
Well, this is going to be so ridiculously expensive. It's going to be thousands, I would imagine. Like, I don't think they've developed this for like, like
consumer.
retail, use just yet. Like, because it would just be far too pricey for anyone to manage.
Yeah. It just says they just announced a major breakthrough.
Yeah,
in producing it. I don't think they've produced it.
But it excites me for the future. Like in, I don't know, like 20 years time, this could be the norm. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe not as far as this, but who knows? Like if we're getting 512 gigabytes of DDR RAM, in like 20 years time, I can't even imagine the sort of things they're going to be able to create.
That's crazy.
You know,
crazy. Or do we have any other articles?
Yeah, that was quite a quick one, but I just thought that was pretty.
No, that's
sick.
actually really good. I can't wait for that. I genuinely can't wait for that.
It's quite a funny one actually, because Xbox made a promise. They said that they would make, because of the shape of the Xbox, you can see it right there. It looks like a fridge,
like a mini fridge.
Like it looks like a mini fridge. So there was a poll on Twitter, and you can see it here. They literally won by like 1%. Literally.
What was the poll about?
So it was a poll against Skittles, and if they won the poll against Skittles, then they would make. I think it was for who people would like to see make a mini fridge, Skittles or Xbox, and Xbox won.
Okay, so Xbox is going to make a mini
fridge.
They're
going to make a mini fridge, the exact shape of their console, and it all came off the back of this photo here, where they actually, I don't know whether they made or a third party company made a not one to one, but like a full scale replica of the console as a fridge. I would definitely have that in my house, even though I'm right now on PlayStation.
You know what? If they actually do that, and they can make it into the American style fridges.
Yeah.
If they can do something like that, people will start buying it.
Yeah, 100%.
It's like Samsung. They've got a fridge, they've got a washing machine, dishwashers. They had laptops, they've got phones.
Yeah, I mean, especially since, like, obviously not a lot of gamers nowadays are just like below a certain age. Like, a lot of people that play video games now are well into their 20s, 30s, 40s. So like, I have friends that I know would genuinely go out and buy this fridge to have in their home because just because they want it. Yeah,
they can say they got an Xbox fridge.
Yeah.
All right, that's not bad though. It's pretty good.
What if you could make a fridge? Any sort of like, what would you base your fridge on? Like a wacky sort of like fun fridge.
Okay, so I had I'll be honest with you, right? I'm not gonna lie to you. I had an idea. So the fridge that we have, we got a double doors.
Yeah.
Right. So what I wanted is a screen, like a TV screen on the fridge.
Okay.
Because I don't know, I just had the
idea. So you can like watch TV while you get stuff out the fridge?
No, it just like for example, my mum, right, when she's like cooking food and that. So the fridge isn't too far, so she can just play something on there, like something off YouTube or like or someone like a recipes or anything. You can just surf the basic net or something, right? And guess what? A year later of that idea that I had, went to the local shop. Not really local to me kind of thing. They sell like fridges and TVs and whatnot. And guess what I saw? Samsung and the LG both had TVs, and I was like, they stole my idea. Literally, and it was actually really, really good. So I was surfing the internet on there. I YouTubed a few things, and I was like, this is pretty cool. But I gotta say, the quality of the screen wasn't as good or crisp as I wanted it to be.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably some kinks, and also I think they probably went for a cheap option on the screens, because unless it like kicks off, they're not going to invest money in putting like a high quality screen into fridges if people aren't buying them.
Personally, I would love to buy that. I mean, my fridge is perfectly fine, so I'm not going to bother. But the day my fridge breaks down, I'm buying a fridge with a TV in it. like some sort of
touch screen, yeah.
Touch screen. It's really good.
Yeah, because I suppose it'd be like almost like an Alexa, but like you could actually have stuff on it more.
I think you can install. It's Android based, and you can install apps
onto it.
Yeah. So if you got like a doorbell that has a video camera, you can install that app on the fridge, so it pops up on the fridge, so you don't need to kind of pull out your mobile phone or go to a different room to watch on your TV. Or if you
you could have security cameras and have them pop up on that, rather than having to have like a dedicated monitor, or like you said, put it up on your phone or anything like that. I think it'd be good for like kids as well.
Yeah.
Like if you're like, if you have like a small baby, and you put them in like the high chair or whatever in the kitchen while you're like, cooking or cleaning or whatever, then they can like watch stuff or whatever on the on the fridge.
It's good because I know like some houses their kitchen is separate to the living room. So especially for new moms, they want to keep their children near them. It'd be like a good idea it's a good idea. I think it's good. I don't know if it will ever pick up, but I think it's a brilliant idea though. Personally,
I don't know what I haven't even begun to think of a good wacky crazy fridge idea. It's something I'm gonna have to give some thought, or maybe mention next week's episode.
Next week's episode. You know what I would do?
Go on.
Every morning.
Go on.
Pull up Asen and Reese's podcast show. That's what I would do. Just sit there, have my Weetabix cornflakes, munching away, just watching.
Sounds like a good time.
Watching on my fridge. All right. What's the next one? I think something to do with Mercedes.
Yes, it is indeed.
It
is an article that you found.
All right. So Mercedes, they've released these new like electric type of vehicles.
That looks so nice.
Mercedes-Benz EQS Interior unveiled with massive 55-inch screen. It's very similar to the Porsche Taycan, I believe. But they released something very similar. But look how beautiful that looks.
Maybe we should ask Mercedes to build that fridge. And
definitely,
put the screen in the fridge.
Definitely.
But they've done a really nice. That is lovely.
No. I'd love to do a review of this.
Yeah. If we could somehow get hold of that car or contact Mercedes and say we want to review that's because it's gorgeous.
I think that's just amazing. I just look at that. The neon lights and big screen. And the thing is, there's a passenger in this case, there's an American picture. So the passenger on the right, they got their own little screen, so they can, control what they're doing in that. So it's actually 3 different screens, but one big glass. I think that looks really, really nice. They haven't released it yet, but it's meant to be a full electric, car.
Fully electric, it's not hybrid.
Fully electric. That's what it says here. Mercedes-Benz has unveiled the interior of its upcoming EQS electric sedan with a massive 55-inch screen at the center of its user experience inside the vehicle. I think you know what, Tesla, Elon Musk, come on, you gotta catch up. I gotta be honest, like Tesla's. I like how those cars are when they came out, but with all these new like Mercedes or BMWs coming out, if I were to choose a Tesla or Mercedes, I would choose a Mercedes just because the interior just looks 100 times better.
Did it show you a picture of the outside of the car?
I'm not too sure, but it just shows the pictures of inside. But that's
I think beautiful. They're keeping the outside under wraps for now, aren't they?
Yeah,
they're going to do some massive reveal or something probably.
But it's actually I'm really hyped up about this car. It looks really,
it looks
beautiful.
lovely. Do you know what the colours? I know it's obviously not inspired by it at all, but just because of the white, the black, and the blue, and like the way like the light is, it reminds me a lot of the BMW i8.
Yes,
and I love that car. Yes. I think it looks really nice.
Yeah, you know what? Saying that, a lot of electric cars go with that theme, the blue, silver, white.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know. Do you know what? Funny enough, I see a car on the way here, and it was just like a pure white car, but like a black hood. It looked very futuristic. Yeah. But I can't remember what it was. I think it was like a Toyota or a Nissan or something like that. I know it wasn't a Merc or a BM or anything of like what you'd class as maybe like the higher end sort of classier cars, if you like. But yeah, no, I think a lot of people are going down that sort of like, the sort of things that like 15, 20 years ago, you'd see in like, sci-fi programs and in the movies, stuff like that. Like everything's going to be all like sleek and curvy and white and stuff like that. We're actually going in that direction now, which I think is quite cool.
That. I really like that. To be honest, I kind of understand it. I think personally, for my next car, I would definitely get an electric car.
I would love to get an electric car, 100%. I think it just is. Charger ports, like the charging ports, are becoming they're more and more available. I think it is the future, really. I think that eventually, it might take 50 years or whatever, or even more. But I think eventually we will make the swap to basically only electric cars. There'll be very few vehicles left that will run on petrol, and if they do, I reckon it'll be more things that are like, like diggers and that sort of stuff.
Yeah. I was literally just gonna say that, but all right, let's go to the next article. I have no idea about this, Reese. I have no idea. What? Tell us, who are these people?
Well, Edtech. At first, when I was reading the article, I thought it was talking about a specific company, but from what I've read, that's not the case. They're talking about a sector, if you like. So Edtech is just like educational technology, and the article talks about how obviously due to the pandemic and everything, there's just been a massive influx of people turning to the internet for their education, whether it be college or university students, trying to catch up on their courses, or people thinking, I've got all this free time now, I'm on furlough, just learn a new skill or whatever. And you got companies like it says down here, you've got Kahoot. And Quizlet, which Kahoot's actually quite a fun website. I think it's geared more towards kids, because I checked it out, and it's it uses like games as education, and it's
that's
like
really good.
Yeah, but it's still just a multiple choice quiz, if you like, but they have like themes. It's like one of them was like Marvel science and stuff like that, and it had a picture of like Black Panther on it and stuff like that. So I think it's like a lot more fun. And then you've got people like Quizlet, which actually it says here, it said,
which became a unicorn nearly 1 year ago.
I don't know what it means by unicorn. I'll be honest. I'll be completely honest. I'll hold my hands up. Might be being silly, but yeah, I don't know what it means by they became a unicorn. Like did
one of a kind?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe that's what it means. Yeah, very unique. Yeah, that's actually quite a good guess, I think. But it said that they increased by I don't know whether it was their worth by 5 times, something like that, in the space of a year. It's in the article somewhere. I just can't see it.
What you're saying, how children you play games on the website.
Yeah,
I think it's really. I think that's really good.
Making education fun.
Yeah. It actually does help. I remember that my personal experience. I kind of remember when I was young. I probably was about 4 years old, 5 years old. No, 5 years old actually. 5 years old. My brother had a computer and he went out and he bought a CD of Key Stage 1 and Key Stage 2. And it's like a computer type of education system, and it was really fun. I mean, I've lost it, but I would love to find that exact same one and play that again, because it was really, really good. It taught me about spelling, maths, and everything. And I've never ever found anything like that ever.
Yeah.
I mean, I got nephew and nieces. I always thought to find something similar for them.
Yeah.
Nothing comes to par with that. And unfortunately, I've forgotten the name. I can't find it. It's not home. But it's just making education fun is really good. I think that's really, really good.
Yeah. No, I thought it was a great idea, and I can see it as well. Like the change that like we have friends. Obviously, they all work from home now.
Yeah.
My dad works from home. There's plenty of people that have had to turn to the internet for their resources.
Yeah.
And it's no surprise that there are people out there that are benefiting from it. I mean, Quizlet, they also acquired another company called Slader.
Okay.
I believe.
What's Slader?
Slader was it's also it's a very similar platform. It's another like educational website, but it operates differently. I think it's more based around help from professionals. So it's not so much like online courses and stuff like that.
Okay.
It's more like advice and actual like teaching sort of thing, like personal teaching online. Yeah. But yeah, I thought it was just quite interesting. I thought it was good.
Right. I'd love to have a look into this a bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's all of our articles for today.
That's pretty much all of our articles. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. We don't have any more. Yeah, guys, this is our first podcast type of thing.
Our first show.
Our first show. Just I hope you guys like it. If there's anything else, if you think that we can improve on, please let us know.
Yeah.
Also, please subscribe. Follow us on Instagram. I don't think we have a Twitter account just yet, but just follow us. Let us know what you guys think, and if you guys want to come on board, if you guys want to be featured ever, give us a shout, DM us on Instagram, drop us a message on our email. If there's any specific articles that you guys want us to speak about,
let us know what sort of content you want to see. If there's anything today that kind of caught your fancy but wasn't exactly there, be like, I found this story or I heard about this, can you guys talk about it? Just drop us DMs. Like as I said, if you want to come on, if you feel like I feel like I could I have something really interesting to talk about, like you've got a really nice career, or you've got something going on, like a little business or whatever, feel free, like let us know and we'll have you on as a guest. And
definitely, I think what we discuss is that once a month we're going to have a entrepreneur or sort of entrepreneur, someone who started a business or someone who is somewhat successful in whatever they are doing outside their 9-to-5 job.
We're also starting up.
We're gonna have people on. We're gonna have people on board once a month initially, and just see how it goes from there. If you guys like that part of the show, and then maybe we can push it to once every 2 weeks.
Yeah, who knows?
But we got someone in mind.
Yeah,
I'm not going to tell you. Won't even tell you the gender. I don't know, just in case they kind of bail out last minute.
Okay.
But we got someone special. But yeah, all right. I guess that's it.
But yeah, thank you for watching. We hope you all enjoyed, and we'll see you on the next one.